It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Crew Republic out in Germany, Munich, and it's a bottle of their Drunken Sailor IPA. It's described as a handcrafted beer. Pretty sure it is. It's 6.4% ABV, and again, I'll mention it before, I'll mention it again. I am so excited to try some German craft beer. I love Dunkels, Hefeweizen, Weisens, Double Box, Doppelbox. You name it, I love all beer from, even in Icebox I love. But I mean, I often wondered about German craft beer, and now I'm finally getting the chance to try it. So this beer has been brewed with Hercules, Citra, Cascade and Simcoe. The malt is Pilsner malts and Munich malt and caramel malt. So without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Again, I'd like to say a quick thank you to our German channel sponsors, beerdeluxe.de. Check them out. You can see them there. Have a look at that. On the bottom of the glass there. So basically what you do when you're drinking the beer, you can see it on the end of your nose. You can see the little slogan there. So plenty of hops, beer pouring out. Wow, look at that. Lots of quality. You can see it's a quality beer just by looking at the product. It's a 1 to 2 finger, slightly off-white head. It's got lovely carbonation rolling up the glass. And it's a slightly hazy, almost mahogany style coloured beer. It's like an amber mahogany coloured beer. Lovely to look at. Let's get the aroma. And you get a big waft of that caramel malt, and you get a big waft of the Simcoe and everything else that's in the beer. Let's have a look again. Citra, Cascade, Simcoe and Hercules. You get a big waft of the hops. But for me, the caramel in this beer is quite large, quite large. I like a nice, sweet, malty beer. Hops are giving off that lovely kind of peachy, apricot-y aroma. I think it's time to dive in. Cheers. It's very sweet, it's very malty, and it's quite a heavy beer. It's a medium mouthfeel, big kind of creamy malty brew. Quite sweet, very sweet. It's almost as if they've added a brewing syrup or maybe some sugar to the beer. Let's see if it's a bottle conditioned beer. Now I'm to be honest, what I'm doing, I'm drinking it and drinking it and drinking it because I want to understand the beer. At the moment I'm picking up a lot of sweetness, I'm picking up a lot of malt. I am picking up hops. I certainly am. It's just I want to understand the beer before I begin to talk about the hops. It's saying it's 58 IBUs, you can see it there. And that's why I'm taking my time with this one. Because you do get a sense of the bitterness on the back end, but I'm in the kind of camp of it's very malty, it's very sweet, it's overly sweet, it's overly caramelly. That's my first thought after a few mouthfuls of this beer. I think I'm ready to make my mind up on this one. There's a nice bitterness on the back end, but to get to that bitterness, you're fighting through thoughts of big, kind of thick, caramelly, kind of big, sweet tastes. And you're actually, in your mind, you're searching for the bitterness. It's there, but it's not big, it's not prominent. It doesn't seem 58 IBUs. Normally that level of IBU would be able to would be enough to cut through that sweet malt. But on this occasion it doesn't. And it's a shame because I really want to like it, you know? But unfortunately, it's just far too sweet. Far too sweet. But I suppose the brewers, they're having a lot of feedback from this. I suppose if people like their sweet beers, then they're going to be happy with it. They're going to carry on. But if you're like me, it's got the word IPA on it, it's got the word 58 IBUs on it, then you're going to want a little bit more. And I hope the brewers are getting this type of feedback that it's way too sweet for people's liking. It might just be the batch, it might just be the bottle, but I doubt it. It's probably the recipe. So, Crew Republic Drunken Sailor IPA. I really wanted to like this one, but unfortunately I don't. It's far too sweet. I'm going to give this one a very sorry 5 out of 10. So 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.